Today I'm going to be ditching the brushes and styling my curly hair with just my hands. I'm going to be taking it right back to basics to show you a really simple curly hair styling routine that you can do if you don't like brush styling. So if you want to know how I got these results, keep watching. So the first thing that you want to do is make sure your hair is soaking wet. So I've got my spray bottle. So it's really important that your hair is very wet when you're not using a brush. This is going to give you the juiciest curls. I've just moved the camera down, but my entire head is now saturated with water. It's dripping wet. You want it to sound like that. And now I'm going to apply my curl cream. I'm going to do this entire thing with my head flipped forward. The first product I'm going to use is the VO5 Frizz-Free Air Dry Cream, but I'm not going to be air drying. I actually really like this one. I'm not sure if this is available in the US, but I really like it for a very lightweight curl cream, and it's a drugstore one as well, so it's pretty affordable. So I'm just mixing that in my hands. If you go like this and your hands turn completely white, then usually it means it's quite concentrated, but they don't with this, so it means it's quite lightweight. So I'm just going to flip my head forward and rake this through. I feel like my hair still needs to be slightly wetter, so I am going to add a bit more water, and then I'm going to see if maybe it still feels a little bit dry, and then maybe it means it needs a bit more curl cream. I'm just going to add a tiny bit more curl cream, that much. Now I'm going in with some mousse. This is the VO5 Curl Defining Mousse. I really like this one again. So much always comes out. Every single time I use mousse, I just always forget how much comes out. So let's apply this now. So I'm just patting it over my hair, and then I'm going to rake it through and scrunch. And to be honest, I would normally do this over the bath or like in the shower at the end of my shower after rinsing out my conditioner. But just for the ease of filming, I'm doing it out of the shower today. But look how that has absolutely disappeared. It really disappears into your hair mousse. And so I'm just loosening my roots slightly. I'm going to apply a bit more water again, just because my hair just dries out so quickly as soon as I come out of the shower, especially like when I'm filming, I'm talking to camera, faffing about. And because I've said I'm not going to use any brushes, that's another reason why I need to keep re-wetting it, because I just really feel like you can't get that smoothness without using a brush. So if you're going to use a brush at any point, even if you're not brush styling, then it would be this point. So now I'm just going to rake my hands, and I'm basically forming clumps with my fingers. And this is something, I always used to style my hair like this. I never ever used to use a brush. I do usually cheat these days and use a brush at this point, but we're not doing that today. Basically raking to form like clumps, and then giving it a little shake just to set the clump in place. And if you can't do this, then your hair needs to be wetter, or maybe you need a little bit more product. So I'm raking my hand, and like at an angle, my hand's kind of leaning at an angle, if you can see, and then give it a little shake. Okay, now we scrunch. You want to try and lean as far towards the floor as you can when you're scrunching, because that's really going to help you get up to the root and really get the root definition. Now I'm going to flip upright, and I'm going to show you how I do that. So starting in this position, I kind of put my hand under my hair and I tilt my head so my hair falls. I'm not shaking my head at this point, and it falls to the side, and then I give it a little shake. And now that it's at the side, I can scrunch up and help settle my roots this side. And if your hair isn't wet enough, it's going to be really difficult to do this. This is kind of when you tend to get hair that creates tangles at this point. And then I'm gonna flip to the other side very gently, but I'm more kind of like rotating my body. Rotating my head around. I'm not just like flipping my hair. Okay, and then we can scrunch the other side. At this point, I think I'm gonna add just a little bit more mousse. I am gonna add some hairspray when my hair is fully dry or like damp, but just for a bit more hold, I'm gonna add a bit more mousse now, just because I do have quite long hair, so I feel like I can get away with it. And as you saw, this mousse completely disappears into the hair. It just feels really nice on the hair as well. Doesn't feel like sticky or anything, this mousse. I really like it. And then I'm just gonna flip to the other side and scrunch. So now that my roots are kind of settled in place, it makes it much easier to scrunch from side to side. Just want to get right up to the root. Okay, I think that is literally it, and we are now ready to diffuse. So let me grab my diffuser. I'm using the Curlsmith diffusion, which you guys know I absolutely love. The drying process should be really quick today because I've only used a mousse and a small amount of curl cream. I find that using too much curl cream and too much gel can really make my hair take longer to dry. So with a mousse, it should be really quick. It should be about 15 minutes, but I'll time it and let you know. Lifting at the root. Ten minutes later and my hair is almost dry. I am just gonna now flip my hair like upright and bring forward very gently. I'm not really creating any parting, just what it is naturally creating. And then I'm just putting my hands in at the roots, lifting and diffusing. And to minimize frizz, you can turn the dryer off between sections, or if you don't notice much of a difference, you can just keep the dryer on. So it's been 15 minutes now, and at least 2 of those minutes were me faffing about trying to get my light to work. So let's say it's been 13 minutes. So I'm gonna apply some hairspray now, just for extra hold. Obviously, I'm going in with my favourite Curlsmith hairspray. There are still some parts where it's a little damp, so that's perfect because I want to diffuse the hairspray in anyway, because I just find that that gets rid of any crispiness, any cast. I am quite generous with this hairspray. Nothing against this hairspray, but I don't have any windows open in here, so there's no ventilation. So we said 13 minutes diffusing, it's now 1:36, so let's carry on. And I'm just scrunching my hair while diffusing to just get rid of any of the cast from the hairspray, and also find this helps speed up drying time in any areas that are not drying. The underneath of my hair just wasn't drying here. 1:41, and here are my fully dry results. I am very impressed, but to be honest, I knew the results were going to be good because I've done this routine time and time again. It's just good when it looks good on camera as well, because sometimes filming it just doesn't work out to plan. What I would say for me is the main difference between brush styling and just raking and scrunching my hair with no brushes is that with brush styling, the curls are much more uniform, the kind of curls that people just assume that you've used a curling tong on. You'll probably find, because this is something that I find, is that I get way more compliments from strangers on this kind of hair day than when I've brush styled, because I just think that it looks much more effortless and people just think, oh wow, she just woke up like that. So let me know if you've experienced the same in the comments, and yeah, let's just have a little view of my curls. Something else that I find with raking and scrunching my hair as opposed to brush styling is my clumps are much more skinny, so I don't have super thick, clumpy, juicy, clumpy curls, which I do personally like, but I do find that this gives more of a volumized look. So if you're looking for more volume, then this would be definitely a good routine for you to try. But a very quick routine, quick styling, quick drying, no faffing around, no tools other than the diffuser. I think that this is a really, really good routine, really nice results. And that is my hair. That is my no brush styling, raking and scrunching only hair. Let me know what you think in the comments. I absolutely love my hair like this. This is what I do when I just want to style my hair really quickly. I don't need to be anywhere, but I just want my hair to look good at the same time. I think the whole wash day, without all the filming and faffing and stuff, probably takes me around 30 minutes from start to finish, including washing, styling and drying my hair. So it's really, really quick. Today it took me a bit longer because obviously I'm filming it, faffing around. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with these results. I really hope that you found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments if you've tried a similar routine to this and if it works for you, or if you prefer brush styling. And yeah, as always, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give it a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.